Anders Rudling is a Swedish-American historian and associate professor of the Department of History at Lund University, specializing in the areas of nationalism. He has an MA in Russian from Uppsala University, an MA in History from San Diego State University, Ph.D. in History from the University of Alberta, and postdoc at University of Greifswald, Germany. He is the author of The Rise and Fall of Belarusian Nationalism, 1906 to 1931, published by University of Pittsburgh, devoted to the subject of present-day Belarusian nationalism from its origins until the 1930s. Treatment of Ukrainian nationalism. Rudling became the subject of international attention in October 2012 when a group of Ukrainian organizations in Canada delivered a signed protest to his employer, accusing him of betraying his own university's principles. The letter came as a response to Rudling's own public criticism of the promotion and glorification of OUNB and the UPA, as well as Stepan Bandera and Roman Shukovich by Ruslan Zabely from Ukraine in his intended Canadian and American lecture tour. Rudling delivered a communiqué from Lund concerned universities pointing out the role of OUNB in the Holocaust in Ukraine and the UPA involvement in the massacres of Poles in Volhynia and eastern Galicia. He also wrote about Bandera's anti-Semitism and political violence during World War II, leading to ethnic cleansing of not only Poles and Jews but also Ukrainians themselves. In response to the Canadian-Ukrainian complaint about Rudling, an open letter was published in his support, signed by 38 scholars of the Holocaust and professors of leading universities supporting him, including Omar Bartov, Christian Gerner, John Paul Himka, David Katz, Alexei Miller, Ruth Wodak, and Ephraim Zaroff. Selected publications. Book chapters. Anti-Semitism on the Curriculum. MAUP, the Interregional Academy for Personnel Management, in Matthew Feldman and Paul Jackson Doublespeak. The Rhetoric of the Far Right Since 1945. 247 to 270. Memories of Holodomor and National Socialism in Ukrainian Political Culture in Yves Biziel. Reconstruction des National Mythos. Frankreich, Deutschland unter Ukraine im Vergleich. 227 to 258. The Invisible Genocide, The Holocaust in Belarus, in Joanna B. Michlik and John Paul Himka, Bringing to Light the Dark Past, The Reception of the Holocaust in Post-Communist Europe, 57-82, The Return of the Ukrainian Far Right, The Case of Svoboda, in Ruth Wodak and John E. Richardson, Analyzing Fascist Discourse, European Fascism in Talk and Text. 228 to 255. Anti-Semitism and the Extreme Right in Contemporary Ukraine, in Andrea Mamone, Emmanuel Godin, and Brian Jenkins. Mapping the Extreme Right in Contemporary Europe, from a local to transnational. 189 to 205. The Great Patriotic War and National Identity in Belarus, in Thomas Kamisler and Krzysztof Jakslovsky. Nationalisms Across the Globe, Volume 1. Nationalisms Today. 199 to 225. Belarus in the Lukashenko Era. National Identity and Relations with Russia, in Oliver Schmittger and Serhiy Yekelchik. Europe's Last Frontier. Belarus, Moldova, and Ukraine between Russia and the European Union. 55 to 77.